Every year, Christmas comes wrapped in decorations, parties, gifts, and constant reminders that this day is supposed to feel magical, meaningful, and emotionally full. And yet, some people wake up on Christmas, treat it like any other day, and feel absolutely fine about it, which quietly makes others uncomfortable. Because psychology says when someone does not react the way society expects, your brain immediately assumes something must be missing, broken, or wrong, even when nothing is. The truth is, people who treat Christmas like a normal day are not emotionless or detached. Research shows they often have rare psychological traits linked to emotional regulation, autonomy, and self-awareness, and instead of absorbing collective excitement, their brains filter meaning differently, choosing internal stability over external rituals. One rare trait is emotional neutrality. Psychology explains that not everyone's nervous system spikes around collective events. Some brains simply do not associate dates with emotional reward, which means their dopamine response is not tied to holidays. This is why Christmas feels neutral rather than special, and your brain does not register absence as loss, it registers calm as balance. These people still feel joy, connection, and warmth, but they do not need a calendar trigger to access it, and that emotional consistency is often mistaken for emptiness when it is actually regulation. Another trait is low social validation dependence. Research shows some people are less influenced by social proof, meaning their sense of meaning does not come from doing what everyone else is doing. Your brain here values internal alignment over group participation, so skipping celebrations does not create fear of missing out, it creates relief. These individuals often feel overwhelmed by performative joy, forced gratitude, and ritual obligation, so treating Christmas like a normal day is not rejection. It is psychological self-protection. A third trait is high present moment orientation. Psychology links this to mindfulness, where your brain focuses on lived experience rather than symbolic meaning. People like this experience days as continuous rather than hierarchical. So December 25th is not emotionally elevated above December 24th or 26th, which makes their calm feel strange to others who attach memory, expectation, and nostalgia to the date. But research shows this trait is associated with lower anxiety and fewer emotional crashes after events end. Another overlooked trait is boundary clarity. People who normalize Christmas often have strong psychological boundaries. They understand which emotions are theirs and which are inherited from culture, family, or media. So when expectations feel heavy, their brain disengages rather than complies. This is not avoidance, it is discernment, and it often develops in people who learned early that overstimulation, emotional pressure, or forced closeness drains their mental energy. The fifth rare trait is meaning-independent. Psychology says some people derive purpose from routines, values, and inner direction rather than traditions. These brains attach significance to consistency, not ceremony. So cooking a normal meal, resting, reading, or working feels just as fulfilling as exchanging gifts. This independence is often misunderstood as detachment, when research shows it correlates with strong identity clarity and low emotional reactivity. So if Christmas feels like just another day to you, psychology would say you are not missing joy. Your brain may simply be wired for emotional steadiness, autonomy, and internal meaning. And in a world driven by collective excitement, that quiet neutrality can look rare because it is. If this helped you understand yourself or someone you know, take a moment to like the video, share it with someone who feels out of place during the holidays, and subscribe for more psychology-based insights that remove shame from human behavior.